Is there anything prettier than an empty golf course parking lot? No. About 6:20. First person on the course. Gonna walk fast. Here with the sunrise out at Cross Creek in Dallas, Oregon. Absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of solo golf. First swings of the day, driving iron. This club is new to me. I've only taken it to the driving range once or twice. Maybe time to take it a few more times. So here I'm just hitting a pitching wedge, gonna lay up. Didn't have a chance to warm up or any practice swings really, so I'm gonna go pretty easy in my mind anyways. Another pitching wedge, just trying to hit a punchy little pitching wedge.
All right.
And here I'm feeling pretty good. All the things I've been working on, looks like they're starting to pay off. Excited, right? We all have those early round jitters. Unfortunate double on the first hole because of rushing myself on an absolute gimme putt. Didn't clean the ball off, full of sand, and then just didn't take my time. Ugly, ugly. So here's my second attempt with this driving iron. It's 18 degrees. It's a Haywood Golf out of Canada, custom built for me. I think it's cranked down to 16 degrees. This is great. Take a 6-iron punch. Back into the... Oh, allergies? Western Oregon at its finest right there. Lots of that yellow pollen floating around. So I cut this clip short. I didn't show you. It took me three shots to get out of here. This was a mental error that cost me a lot of strokes. I took a 6-iron, and out of this really heavy, wet rough, that should have been a pitching wedge at most, something with more loft. After this hole, I retired the driving iron for the rest of the round. Really going to need some more practice with that thing. It's a beast when you hit it.
Hold on.
But this is another, well, I think I said 6-iron. Again, 6-iron out of the rough. I don't know what I was thinking.
Horrible hole. All right, I think we got about 100 yards to the hole. So normally that'd be a 52 or a sand wedge, but let's just go to pitching wedge here.
So Cross Creek is west of Salem on the way to Lincoln City, on the way to the coast. It's maybe only about 10 or 15 minutes west, just outside of Dallas, Oregon, and it is really worth a stop. It is a underrated kind of hidden gem in the valley in terms of golf.
I think we might have kicked on. So no, we did not kick on. We kicked into this little drainage situation, so we will chip in a putt here, take our relief.
So a little bit of a unlucky break to miss the green on that, but still early in the round, still thinking that there's a chance that I can put up a good score today after this hole even. But then that happens. So the greens had been...
It's time to regroup. So we're just going to go with a 6-iron off the tee here and just try to stay in play.
I don't want to talk over myself there. The greens have been punched and sanded on the front nine just a couple days before, and then we had really heavy rain, and so they were kind of like putting on tar sands. They look sort of green in the video, but they're really not.
Back on track, maybe? We've got about 190 out, but I'm not going to go for it. Not the way things are going, so just going to hit a pitching wedge.
And here's where mentally I'm just trying to say, okay, let's get it back on track. Let's just swing easy, not try to eat the whole apple in one bite. It's had a nice little draw on it, but the fairway sort of cants to the right, and it kicked a little bit right. Flirted with trying to go in, but didn't.
It's pretty cool. So Cross Creek out in Dallas, Oregon is not even a mile away from the Ankeny National Wildlife Refuge, which is a bird, part of the Pacific Flyway for migrating birds. So lots of wildlife out here. This guy is impressive. He is big. Getting ready to rain death down on something. Sorry, buddy. Shot here. I am going to bump and run a pitching wedge up there.
So pardon my nerding out on the birds, or birding out. Can't help myself.
That'll work. Lots of bump, not so much run.
So from here on out, you'll see me taking a lot more time on these little short putts than I normally would. Well, that was pretty brief, but here I'm going 6 iron, I think. I think we're like it says 176 or something to the hole, but it looks a lot further than that. And even though I get clean contact, I somehow come up really short.
Well, short, but right up the pipe. We got the back pin. The greens are so sandy. I'm just going to try to
way
fly
short.
Sand wedge over the sand.
The flag's on the back shelf. It's a 2-tiered green.
Not the ledge I was looking for. Chipping a putt.
That's pretty tasty. And that's not.
First driver of the day. See how she goes.
It's going back to the previous hole. Putting on that sand, it would leave, if your putt was true, it would leave a band of sand around your ball like a triple track.
Maybe I should have been hitting that all along. Yeah, we're sitting about 230 or 240 out. So I'm just going to hit
this shot tracer
layup distance.
wasn't picking it up so well.
Spicy out here.
Talked over myself again, but here the shot tracer doesn't pick it up so well. It was actually a much prettier shot than that. A nice high draw, 9 iron, right to the middle of the fairway, right to my layup number.
Back on track. We're about 80 yards out. I'm just going to hit an easy 52 degree.
I just tugged it a bit, but I'm happy with that.
All right, good night. Let's 2-putt and get out of here.
Famous last words.
That was
One.
really hard.
2, 3. Not 2.
No sand on the green and that goes in. Or just putt it better and it goes in. Oh, hang on, baby.
So driver worked out really well on the first hole, or the previous hole, but a little squirrely here.
This time we're going to be smart and just take our pitching wedge, not do what we did on the second hole. Just going to chop it out in the fairway.
I wised up, corrected the mental error. Ugly swing, but effective, like a Volvo.
All right, we're out. I got 140 out to a front pin. So 135, 9 iron. Right at it. Oh, deep.
I struggled to get a handle on distances pretty much throughout this first 9. And here I just didn't hit my line. I was intending to hit it far to the right of that so that it would trickle down towards the hole instead of away from it. And here we go, actually lining up a little tap in. Should have been doing it all along, but lesson learned. So this is a signature hole. It's 190 to the center. got a back pin, so I think it's about 205 to the pin. I'm hitting a 5-iron here. Just a little bit of a push. So missed the green to the left.
5-iron was the right club. Got us pin high.
So this is a scary chip, because on the other side of that green, it drops off into a hollow off of the second fairway, and you're 35 feet below the green. You can't see the top of the flag. Doesn't excuse the poor form, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways. Again, lining up another more or less tap in. Lesson learned, I think. That's the mower. Had to wait for him to finish mowing the tee box. And that was a bomb drive for me. I think it was 285, 290. A little downhill, but still, it felt good to hit a good one right in the middle of the fairway.
There's death on the right-hand side.
Missed the green with a little chippy pitching wedge. And then a great scold chip. And here, I'm on review. Look at that shaft lean. That's a little crazy. That's bad form. Not what I was intending to do. Should have treated it more like a putt from the fringe there. So, end up with a double after a great drive. Here I'm hitting a 4-iron. So this you see, the design of Cross Creek is 2 out and back loops. So the out holes go really far downhill, and then obviously the coming back holes, the 9th hole and the 18th hole, you come up these really severe slopes. So here I think I judged it to be about 110 yards to the pin, but with an uphill, give it another club or so. So I hit pitching wedge, and just, it was woefully short. And this is, I don't maybe play this course enough. It's 2 clubs coming up that hill. And here I think this is a sandwich, 56 degree. Ugly swing, but I get it up there. That's all I can ask for at this point. And why not? And you know what? Because it's so much fun, one more time. Ugly first 9.
Walk to the 10th tee is that I actually struck the ball pretty well on the front 9, but scored like caca. The sanded greens didn't help. And see if we can do a little better on the back. The greens were sanded last week or 2 weeks ago on the back.
So if you've stuck around this long, thanks for watching. I promise you on the back 9, things get much, much better. The greens look better. Everything starts to work a little bit better. Thanks again.